From Orange Walk to Dangriga, applicants gather in Belize City for the interview of a lifetime. They came to battle it out for one managerial position at the bank. For the next 5 weeks, the chairman and his team will challenge these 7 promising applicants in sales, marketing, creativity, and leadership. 7 candidates, 1 secured contract. This is the Belize Apprentice.
Apprentices, you'll now be given your 4th task. Listen very carefully. As a banker, you will interact daily with clients, listening to their needs, trying to address their concerns, as well as selling our products and services to them. Corporate clients will frequently refer to you for advice as they pursue new growth opportunities. Listening is key to understanding your client and enabling you to provide the most appropriate response or recommendations. Your next challenge provides you with an opportunity to interact directly with one of our corporate clients, the Running W Group. The managers and owners of Running W have kindly agreed to participate in this challenge, which will require that each team develop a web page design concept for the Running W Group. We will first provide you with a short video that provides some insight into the Running W brand. Following that, you will travel to San Ignacio, where you'll meet with the executives from Running W, who will answer questions regarding the company and their expectations for this webpage. You'll also be provided with a graphic designer to assist you in realizing your design ideas. Finally, each team will present their webpage design concept to a panel, including the executives of Running W. You have now been given your task. For this task, we will reallocate the teams. So Kamisha, you will work with Adrian, and Nalita, you will work with Tariq. Okay?
We have been able to produce high-quality marble beef on grass alone without using any corn, soybean, or other such products. The grass-fed notion is a trend. With the proper pastures, pasture rotation, cattle genetics, appropriate slaughter age, and good treatment of the cow, we have been able to naturally achieve good quality meat.
So how you want to pick the team here? Because I said we have to pick one team leader. You want do you put our names in something and pick it out, or?
I don't think so. Challenges we really need to go more upon skill based.
Oh, I give you.
Go take the lead. Well, I do websites already.
This one because you done website already. I do webmaster, but I don't focus on they have stuff in depth like what you did, so you could take on the challenge.
Well, you know, give all props to the University of Belize. The more just conceptual ideas we need, you know. If they want more modernized stuff like with graphics and you know, maybe to run a video or a lot of pictures, you know, more interactive stuff, or they just want a page where, you know, show information and just regular pictures about what they do. To me, that the options where I come up with to give to them.
I almost the same thing here too with the concepts, all about the products and how they have the layout of the products.
Yeah.
To me, it'll have like the home page and show like the products and, you know, about. Then I have a next thing about them.
I check online and they don't really have a website. For true, they have Facebook page.
Yes.
Yeah, like the good thing about the Running W brand is that they already a household name, you know. So primary focus, I'm gonna look the products, like I'm gonna say with the actual meat and recipes and stuff like that. And then the eco-friendliness, because people are really into that now.
Yeah.
So we have a whole page devoted to just that. So I think we're good.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, hello, Ms. Alexandra. We understand that you are interested in going in cyberspace, doing a website for running WWRN.
Yes, we are.
What are you interested in? How would you like to be represented on the web?
What we're looking for is to present Running W as a premier meat producer and provider in Belize. We want a website that creates a positive environment for our visitors. We want something that has enough information and the right information that can provide our visitors with confidence so that they can be encouraged to purchase our products. We want something that is user-friendly, so the layout and the design is very professional.
Would you like it to be more modern? That would include like a lot of flash videos, more pictures. Of course, they would have pages that have all the information that you would like to share about your company and your eco-friendliness. Because we notice you're very much into eco-friendliness, right?
Right, that's right.
I've come up with 2 options. We've come up with 2 options. If you want to go more modern, that would include videos, flash, stuff like that. A lot of pictures. We were also thinking in terms of when you're displaying your products, the actual packaging that you did, you could put finished products like finished plates that
Stuff that's already cooked, take pictures of it and have them displayed there, and also like the recipe that follows with that.
Okay,
cooking.
right. Well, we definitely want to be more modern.
more modern.
Yeah, with the videos and images, and I think that gets across to our audience a little better these days.
Then also, do you have any specific colors that represent for Running W? Or
Yeah, our colors are black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Okay.
We would definitely want to stress our relationship with the environment and the things that we do, not only in the pastures, but the wildlife corridors, like I mentioned, our safe-fed cattle, which is very huge for us, and food safety and traceability, which is part that happens inside the processing plant. As well as, of course, the products, which would be good to have an image of each product with a description.
Well, I think you've answered all of our questions. We already arranged some stuff. Do you have any other question for us?
I think we covered it all. Yeah, those would be the main things that we would want. So we're excited to see what will come.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. It will be a pleasure to start working with you then.
Thank you. You too.
We just want to talk to you about a few couple of things, about how you want to bring across Running W on this new web page, and how specifically you would like it to be in terms of products and presentation.
Okay.
What are your expectations?
Okay. For us, what we're looking for is a website that can present Running W as a premier meat producer and provider in Belize. We would like a site that is user-friendly. Yeah, something that can provide information, the right information and the right amount of information to our visitors, to give them confidence in our products and to encourage them to purchase from us and to continue purchasing our products.
And you could tell us a little more, like, do you want like a list of your products to be there, or like what specifically do you want?
We would like a product list.
Product list.
Yeah, a list of all our products, preferably a picture of each product with a description beside it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How important is the history of offering W to the webpage to you guys? Is it a big deal?
Well, our history is how we started, and it shows the changes and the growth that we've made over the years. So it would be nice to have a section in there that could show that, yeah.
Okay.
And have you thought of having like a section for polls, like asking questions to referring to the customers about a product or something like that?
That would be good for you.
Okay. Actually, we haven't, but that sounds a really good idea.
Yeah, get them give their feedback. Would that be something you want on it?
Yeah, very interactive. That would be very good.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you want to show also that it's the cows are not using any steroids, or it's all natural, that's a big part of it as well for you guys, right?
That's right, safe-fed beef.
Safe-fed beef.
Is there anything else that you guys would want in the webpage?
Like
apart from the ones that
like,
we already mentioned and discussed?
We talked about the products.
The product.
We have the product, the history, the poll, the section of feedback, like comments,
right.
The events,
Okay.
the color of the website.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be good to mention in there somewhere about our sustainable management and conservation. Talk about the environment and how we interact with that.
Well, that's about it. I guess I'm gonna look forward to doing this for you. We're gonna try our best to impress, and I guess we'll contact you later if we need anything else.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm excited to see what you guys will have for us on Wednesday.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll be able to execute the challenge really professionally and well, being that they don't really have a high demand in what they want. So I'm confident that we can give them something in the short period of time that it's offered.
Yeah, the specs that we covered in designing when we heard what they wanted, they pretty much like it already. It's just implement, well, have proper layout for them, you know, show how all the colors go together, you know, how all the pictures blend, stuff like that. More technical stuff.
So being that we already have a strong knowledge of this, and we can finish this task by tonight, but you know.
I'll tell you the truth, when the chairman gave us a challenge, I wanted to shake his hand. Thank you for entering my field. You know, so we feel like we'll get it done pretty quickly. Hopefully the other team doesn't come up with a better idea. You know, it would take a miracle, I hope. But we feel pretty confident.
The biggest challenge for me and my teammate is to try and create the web page, because both of us are not really familiar with how to do that. So we're gonna have to do a lot of research tonight and study the factors of it and how we could incorporate our ideas onto the web page. So it's gonna be a hard task for us. I'm looking forward to the challenge. It's gonna be a lot of long hours tonight and tomorrow to try to get this done. But I think we could pull it off. We're going this is not as having a team leader or a product manager. We're going as partners to work at it, to unify and try to build our strengths. Along with that, you know, it's the best thing to do.
Today has been a very good experience for me. Coming out here in just the fields is very great, because the whole time we've been spending it in there in the office, in the house, and well, it's a change and it's good, and I like the fact that finally got to know one of the owners of Running W. About the project, I'm pretty much excited because I have a lot of ideas to put in, and I know that my colleague Tyreek, he also has several ideas, and we'll see how it comes out in the end. Well, I think that we could do good.
Okay, so Team A, Kamisha and Nidra. So Roy Rosado will be your graphic designer that's assigned to you today.
Yeah. Hi, Roy.
Nidra.
Okay. Roy.
Tarika and Dalita, Harish Farjani is your graphic designer.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
So you have up to 11 o'clock to meet with the graphic designers.
Okay.
Dinner.
So the first thing we were thinking of, before the home page is a splash page with it would pop up the logo, and it would web out, I guess you can say, could link out to some of the main pages, you know, the products, the location, eco-friendly page, their health and safety page, you know, stuff like that. And then for the banner, we were thinking.
Oh, they have the cow horns. Use the cow horns coming out on the side from the banner, and then like in the middle, that could be a belt buckle that has the W.
The W there.
Okay.
But not huge cow horns so that it looks devilish, you know. More like the ones that Happy Ranchers have on their truck fronts, something like that. Yeah, so that would be more of the banner. And a very necessary thing, the search. They want to search their products, right? So yeah, we need that.
And then the concept color.
The color, alright. They said
their color is black and yellow.
so we go with black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
I guess the only other thing is if you could forward me all the infos, the pictures and stuff that you already have that I would be able to use on this. Let me see what else. Definitely their logo. Again, for each page, it would basically be send me the info that you want me set on it and stuff. I'll just plug it in once I have the design layout.
Yeah, no, I figure.
Yeah.
Got the same thing I would do.
Alright. Alright. Well, here's my contact information. If you have any questions or anything, just feel free to drop me a line or give me a call.
Alright.
Alright then. Thank you very much.
So how do you think the team did they ask you the right questions? Did they conceptualize what was actually the project?
Okay, well, for the most part, they have a basic idea of what a website would comprise of. You know, certain things that they're asking for, especially on the homepage, which is as soon as the viewer gets onto the site, you know, it's not really, I would say, the best way to go, but, you know, it's exactly what they want is what I have to produce, you know. I can't really give any advice to them, you know, as part of the regulations from the apprentice.
Right.
You know, so I just basically got to push out exactly what they want and how they conceptualize the business to be.
So you're seeing the same vision as I am, right?
Yeah, something different and unique. Yeah, outstand and pull people more towards their website. Something user-friendly, definite for the older and younger generation.
Well, the first page will have the flash video like we talked about, you know, with the logo in the middle and the spider web for the emphasized pages, right? Then the home page.
The home page has the new updates and different recipes with the pictures of them.
And the search bar, of course, that'll be static on the website.
The link to their Facebook page. So they
that
could
might
get
be
straight.
at the
That would be in the contact us.
footer around the footer. It's always there. You got hyperlink to that. Second page is the products. You know, go directly into the products, where they'll be categorized.
The different types of meat.
I'm not sure how they categorize, maybe by where they get it or which animal they get it, you know.
Yeah.
Or
One will be from
maybe
the
ground
cow
food.
and the pig.
Yeah.
Because they had the two pictures there, one cow, one pig, and then they just separate the parts. What part comes from where?
You want a wide set website or a thin set website? Would you want your tabs embossed or would you want it flat?
So I wanted like this part to be black, and then maybe around here to be like kind of like brown and then yellow.
Alright, let's try that out. Alright, layout style, would you want to actually place a logo there or would you want the background to go like blending into the header itself? I think we should match the tab color with this as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That way everything seems to
That's incorrect.
fall in focus. Are you guys ready? Is this going to be a multi-page website? Like, you need all pages done?
No, I think that we just...
Or just the first page?
Just the first page.
So we have so far, this is the layout?
Yeah, that's the layout.
This top will never change. Whatever your multiple tabs are, top will never change. What I would do is put a plate of cooked pork, a plate of cooked steak,
Oh, yes, that's true.
a plate of, you know.
Alright, see, they just sent us this and then we have about us. So in this one, I would like if you could put the picture and then we have the vision and the mission maybe a picture of the staff, but we'll try to get that and email that to you, right? And then we have the food safety on the Microsoft Word. You can find it.
Like I said, I'm here to please, and it was a pleasure working with you.
Oh, all right, Tyreek, sir, I don't have my part. You have your part, so I think we could go ahead and call the
Commissary Rajana.
Yes, hello?
Hello, good day, Mr. Rajana.
Yes, sir?
Terry Connor here again. We were calling you because we just sent you an email about a sketch that I did last night to go along with Nalita's ideas that you implemented today, right?
Okay.
Yeah, also we had a new idea of setting up a subscription for the page for the recipes. We talked to Grace, we got permission from their CEO, and we talked to Miss Alexandra about it as well, and they both like the idea that what we're going to do is weekly, since the people are going to subscribe, they're going to get a recipe using the Grace products, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so we just want to know if you could implement that into the feature as well.
You would basically like me to add a recipes page to the website, and as well add a subscribe button on.
Exactly. So weekly they get updates on how to make ribs or beef or whatever for the week. What is the new Grace recipe, right?
There shouldn't be any issues. I mean, we're well on our way with the website pages and the designs as we did before.
Okay.
So I do believe we can have that done before night's up.
Okay, all right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
No problem. You're welcome, man.
All right.
I think that's okay like that. That's just for the presentation. That's not really
Yeah, that's for the intro for the presentation.
Hello.
Hello, Roy.
Yeah, Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian. We called to get a little update on our graphics. It's been about 3.5 hours, I think. Just checking up.
See if you started anything already or.
Yeah, hopefully just give me a couple hours, and actually by 5:36 I should have something for you to look at already.
Would that consist of all the pages we spoke about?
Well, yeah, I was wondering about that, and based on the time frame that we have to work on all of this and the concept that you guys have, I mean, to do all of them will take much more time than we already have allocated for this and the fees and and so I'm just saying perhaps we could just go ahead to do the home page, the splash page, the products page and the contact page. Then all the other pages that you were talking about, like the eco-friendly page, the recipe pages, and
the
other ones, and then
online shopping.
You could just mention that in your presentation and stuff.
All right, sounds good. Then I'll call you back at 5:30.
All right, then sure. Thank you very much.
All right.
It will be ready at 5:36, so he says. So I guess he's prepared to stay up all night with me if I get technical on his work, if I'm not approving what he's doing. But you sleep? Kinda. You get late, just dude not understand with this thing yet. Look for going to plan B and make it yourself. Oh, you send me the email. Top. Let's see what we got. Products, recipe, location, eco-friendly, shop, contact, tabs. Alright, the location need to move back somewhere, yeah.
I think the first page just look very professional and attractive.
Yeah, and user friendly and kind of colorful, right?
Yeah, like you see right there what he do? You put like my idea, and then your idea.
Yeah, that
my idea, your idea.
Yeah. Because this stuff for the promo I sent him.
Alright, so I think maybe we should call the man and tell him how we feel about this.
Yeah.
Also send out the email for make it get a double. And then move the retail location tab more to the back, you know. The location of the store is not that, the emphasis not for the pan, you're more for the eco-friendly stuff. And you miss out the health and safety tab also, so. But I really don't like the wait last minute for finish things, you know, not really. But we'll see, at least we hit the ground already. We have a product already, so that's when we can start edit and we're from here.
Okay then, so now since you don't have your part and I have my part, I think we're ready for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I think so. We have a good presentation, we have to make sure we present it right and
Explain every detail, like
yeah.
the smallest thing, because some of them like so important.
Good morning, apprentices. Before you actually get into the presentation this morning, I'd like to take the opportunity to acknowledge Miss Alexandra Bedran, who is the marketing director for the Running W brand. She'll be here with us this morning to review and to evaluate your presentation, along with the judges.
Good morning. Good morning. This is our idea of the first page, the home page. It has a slideshow here, which shows a variety of your products. If you notice, we have your slogan there. The products link, recipes, location. We were thinking of retail locations, all the stores that retail your products. We could have their address there along with a map. Your eco-friendly page, all the stuff that you do with the environment and your farm. Health and safety policies. And your contact us page. Also, the about us page was supposed to be at the end, but we had to cut it for the show. If you notice at the bottom, we have
the Running W meats. Now this will display all the meats that you guys have there, the cold cuts, the variety of different meats.
we have here in the news anything hype, any events that you guys are doing for the time. You can put it there, highlight it there. Underneath that we have recipes, cook with Running W. We were thinking that eventually you can evolve that into some kind of a show, you know, do some more marketing, more media, cover more media with that.
And also you can have people upload their own recipes with your meat on your page.
Of course you would filter that because you wouldn't want anybody to just type anything and have it on your site. Alright, so next we go to the products page. We only populated it with 2 products for now. If you notice, we're on the cold cuts page. We have a nice little banner there to represent that and the products. Cold cut. We categorize it by the type of meat. Cold cut, fresh cut, cure meats, bacon, and sausages. And of course, you can add in the rest of the products that you have. Turn to the next slide. KYM. What is KYM? KYM is know your meat. You want to know where your meat comes from. Of course, you guys are very safe in cleaning and cutting and stuff. So. Your eco-friendly environment page. Our graphic designer wasn't able to do this for us, so we had to create a quick slide just to show our idea of it. It would be, you know, illustrating your solar panels.
Also, that you conserve the energy that you have there on your land. Also, to the proportion of the conservation of the land, you said that you use a percentage of the land to do the conservation. So we have that stressed here in this. Also, you start with the highest quality, the safe-fed cattle, and we also wanted to highlight that to know that people are getting safe, healthy meats. They are getting marbling and tender meats. Also, the meat then is very healthy. The safe-fed grass is fed to the cows, so it's very healthy and it doesn't have any added substance, which the population really needs to know because they want to know that the meat that they're getting is very healthy.
And natural.
Natural.
Health and safety policies. We would have on that page a video of your choice, of course, showing your practices that you do in your facility. You know, keeping all the stuff clean and stuff like that. Everybody sanitized. We go across the About Us page, that pretty generic. You know, about us, your history, things that the company is doing, business description, stuff like that. And the contact us page would look like this. You know, very generic. Name, email address, and your message. And that's the end of our presentation. Any questions or comments?
Thank you very much. I think it was an excellent presentation. I wasn't present when you got the mandate from the executive director of the Running W. So I'd prefer to hear from her in terms of whether or not you addressed the concerns which she had and the issues which you would have raised with you all.
I think that you guys did an excellent job with the presentation. I feel like you really listened to the points that we wanted to bring across on the website. You hit the health and safety, a brief of history. You looked at the products with the descriptions linked to recipes, and so you did an excellent job and covered it well.
If I had to criticize it a little bit, I mean, I like the home page. I think that it flows nicely to the eye. You know, you can move around it and it'll take you to different areas. People usually don't read web pages, they sort of scan them, right? And I think that in some of the hyperlinks that took you to pages, there was a lot of information to read. Otherwise, I think that your background, both of you, shine through. I mean, both of you know and have experience in web page design, and I think you're a webmaster. So, you know, I think that all of that came through, and I think it's a very good presentation for the time that you had.
Yeah, what we're doing is pretty much a laid-back scenario for the website, nothing too fancy, just a user-friendly idea. Now, the first page, the home page, we're going to do is like a flip part, right? But the picture's going to rotate. From there, I also talk about the great recipes and the different, you know, events and about us and meets also, and contact us. It's all going to be on the home page, rotating.
And now we move on to the part of the meat. We decided to do a section for meat especially because we know that the main product in this is the meat. So we decided to put the different kinds of meat that you offer. And as you can see, we have a list of them. And whenever people who are like your clients, they come to visit your webpage, they'll be able to make order from this same webpage. And the idea of having the name of the meat is that whenever you click on one of them, you could actually see the picture and find the prices of retail or wholesale, however you guys would sell it, right? And that is just how we decided to do the page for the meats.
What we do is the recipe and tips. What we decided to go to was a brand new whole idea. You know, after consulting you guys, we decided to come up with an idea for tips and recipes. That what we're going to do is if you subscribe to it, weekly you get tips from Grace using different seasonings on how to do, you know, different dishes along with your product. You know, which Grace gladly agreed with. If you ever took the step with that, they would be happy enough to do that as well. Now the special events here is we did a era just for the events. You know, we know you guys do shows in front of courts, the agriculture and trade show. This is an example of just what we have for that. We don't know all your events as yet, but it's just incorporate all of it into it. And lastly is the contact page. Now what we did is incorporate the Facebook here for it and all the information from Running W. Now, here's the extra part to it. If this is a little bit too boring for you, what we also did is you took it a step forward and created another page, entire website for you guys in case you want to, you know, variety for yourself. And what we did, we incorporated Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and RS feed. Now the reason being for that is because web pages are not being visited most frequently unless it's linked to social media. So we decided to go along with, like I said, the Facebook and Twitter, the Instagram, and the RS feed. Now RS feed, what that does is through Google you get feedback about how much people are liking your page, your products, so it gives you a more number of who all you got to cater to.
And also in the homepage, as you can see, we have their contact information, like their phone numbers at the top, their logo, and we also have this part where the Facebook, where you could easily connect to Facebook, and other people will visit Facebook.
This is the About Us section. I know a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more information, and also if you notice again, we have here the comments, so you could get the chance to win a dinner for two with the products. You give your feedback, and for doing that, you enter a chance to apply to enter for a free dinner.
And the products is just the same as the other one that we did. We just combined it again to this one, creating a new view of it. Whenever you click on one of them, you'll get the picture and the price and a little description about the meat.
Seamless. Now with this one, you actually give you a recipe already there. It's just complimentary of it to show you that what you actually have if you subscribe. Using the Grace products, like we said earlier, you're going to get the different recipes weekly once you subscribe to it, during either your Facebook, during your Twitter, during your Instagram, or via email, whichever one you choose to.
And the final page that we have is showing how to contact us, how to contact Running W. We put a picture of San Ignacio to show where it is, where all this product comes from and where they are actually. And then we have a little picture of their events.
So, Inception Marketing, we believe we have meet your needs today, giving you various ideas on how you could go about doing this. Now, before we end, also, the pictures are just basic what we got, but with professional photography, we could improve the website and make it even more better and more enlightenment, for the public.
Thank you very much. I found the presentation to be visually appealing and attractive. I like the idea that you incorporated the vision and the mission statements. I think that is important for organizations. I like the idea that you located the presentation in the context of San Ignacio because it's a beautiful area, and that picture really highlights, it almost gives you the impression that these animals are naturally fed. Just looking at the picture of San Ignacio, I think it conveys that impression. I also like the idea that you focus on the fact that it's a family-owned business. I think that a lot of people buy products, because of that. I think that is an attractive feature as well. And the whole idea of incorporating the recipes from Grace and sort of partnering with Grace, I think was also innovative. So all in all, I think you did an excellent presentation. However, in the final analysis, it is Ms. Bedran who has to review this because she's the one who gave the mandate. So I'd hand it over to you, to hear your feedback and to get your comments in terms of the presentation.
I also think that you guys did an excellent job, especially with the time frame that you had. You hit a lot of the points that we discussed. It seems to be user-friendly. You got the recipes, pictures of the products, descriptions. I like the comment box. It's a good way for us to get feedback from our customers and the visitors of the website. Also the RSV that you mentioned that can give us a lot of tracking information. I did notice that we had talked about the environmental friendly aspect of it, as well as the
grass-fed
and the health and safety sections, which I didn't see come out in the presentation.
Once you click more to read more, you go down, it's all going to be there.
Speaking more about grass-fed and health and safety, if it is that a principal tells you these are very important things, you don't want to hide that somewhere in the text and they have to be scrolling down or click more to read more. I think that if health and safety is one of the pillars of their quality, it should be somewhere more predominant in the home page. Okay. When you started the presentation, I think this is more delivery more than anything. You started by saying, this is a laid back, nothing too fancy. There's no need to say that. Just go to a presentation and do it. I haven't heard anything about having this in Spanish also. Belize is right next to Spanish countries, and I don't know what the strategy of the company is, but I would imagine that exporting is something that would be in their strategic plan. I think you should have asked a little bit more about that and if they needed something in Spanish.
Yeah. No, I like the innovation with the co-branding. I think that was different and innovative. The 30th anniversary is also something that you could build on. So I like the innovation there. The pictures also were quite pleasing. So good effort.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I was the advisor for Team B, that's Tariq and Nelita. After giving the task, they quickly went into trying to choose a team captain, and they decided to be co-captains. You see that shine through right down to the presentation. Throughout the planning, they really worked together, or they didn't undermine each other. Later the night, when they were actually trying to decide how or bring up ideas, they decided to work separately. When they came in the morning, Nelita had a draft drawn out as to where she wanted the website to go and how they wanted certain aspects of the website incorporated. Tariq, on the other hand, actually, if you see the black website, he designed that the night. So that's why they have two presentations, two websites.
Okay.
Tariq designed that as a backup to the graphic designer not delivering.
Very good.
So that's why they have two websites.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The team that I advised for you was Adrian and Kamisha. In the beginning, they decided that Adrian was going to be team leader. So they actually chose a team leader. Now, both apprentices have IT background. Adrian actually has an associate's degree in IT from UB, and he really showcased that, and Kamisha is a webmaster. They did research before they went up, so they were really prepared, saying, okay, we saw that eco-friendliness, health and safety, your products are your main features, this is what you're going to get on your site. When they were working with their web designer though, he had to kind of stop them and tell them, you're giving me too much information, which you actually saw that they added more in the presentation because he couldn't do it in the short time that they had. But overall, they were very confident going into this due to their background in IT. I think a little bit too confident.
Very good. This is going to be a very difficult task of determining, which team goes home, well, which team loses, and which individual from that team, will be eliminated. Because I was quite impressed with both presentations, and I really appreciate the effort that they put into this particular task given the short time frame. But let me thank each and every one of you for your contribution and your participation this morning, and we will reconvene as a team to make our decision. Welcome back, apprentices. I think we all agree here that the two presentations we saw this morning were exceptional presentations. And when we put it in the context of the time frame which was allocated to do those presentations, I think you all have to be commended for the splendid presentations we saw this morning. When I heard the feedback from the Running W executives as well, they were also quite pleased and quite impressed with the presentation of both teams. I'll start with Team A first, Adrian and Kamisha. Your website hit all of the key points. The tabs, I think, were the right tabs. I think they were quite impressed with the fact that you captured in one tab, in the first tab, all of the key areas that they would like to focus in on, or the clients are focusing on. The fact that you captured the health and safety component, and that tab was also highlighted during the discussions. And the fact that you were able to incorporate into the planning process the eco-friendly aspect of the production. I found the presentation wasn't equally distributed. I got the impression that it was Adrian's presentation. Kamisha, I didn't get the sense that you were too involved. And I'm not suggesting that you weren't part of it, but during the presentation phase, I didn't get the sense that you were engaged in terms of doing the presentation. You were looking to the screen, you were reading a lot from the actual text itself rather than articulating a position. The other critique I would have is the website came across as very functional, but almost too functional and sterile. There was a sterility to the website that to me detracted from the essence of the product. What I didn't get from your presentation was the wow factor. You know, I didn't suddenly feel as though I can go out to the Running W and say I want to purchase, you know, meat from the Running W. To Team B, I think your website was visually more attractive. I think the shots that came across, the cuts of meat, you know, it made me feel certainly that, you know, you wanted to go out and buy meat. You know, it was clean, it was professionally done. The theme of the San Ignacio team, the relaxed environment in which it was presented, and I like the fact that you captured that in a vision statement and a mission statement. But you also fell short in two areas. You did not have the Spanish component to the website, and in addition to that, the health and safety component was embedded, it was too deeply embedded. And I think in the area of food and food production, it's a critical component and it should easily be accessible. So I felt in those two areas, the presentation felt a bit short. All in all, I commend both teams in terms of the excellent job which you all did. However, I think on this occasion, Team B actually did a better presentation in terms of the website design. So Team B, you will be given a prize of lunch today at the 6th lounge on the 6th floor. So you can proceed to entertain yourself there. Congratulations.
At this moment, I feel so happy. I want to thank God for helping me to reach at this stage, because I know that He has been the one that has been helping me and guiding me, giving me the ideas and everything, and being able to work well with others. Man, I just feel happy. That's all I could say. And I'm happy that I made it to this stage, to this level.
You know, it was a good victory, a good win. What helped us a lot was, I think, that we decided to go in as partner instead of having a leader. Also, you know, the fact that we're partners, we used both ideas, made two websites instead of one to capture, you know, the audience attention and Miss Alexandra's, you know, approval. And we tried our best to incorporate all the social sites, so, you know, better marketing for her, capture the family team, and, you know, be more attractive, and went outside the box. Being that we were not IT majors or anything about it, I think the fact that we decided not to follow an IT format and just go more in the marketing and commercial era, and with the business ideas, I think that really helped us secure a win today.
To Adrian and Kamisha, the disappointing thing for me this morning is the fact that we were debating among ourselves whether or not we did not create an unfair advantage in putting you two together. You are the two best web designers we had in the entire cast. The technical overshone the imaginative, you know, the technical overshone the imaginative. And I think you all may have also been a bit too overconfident, given your skill set as well. In terms of visual impact, in terms of attractiveness, the other team website was much more attractive than your website. It is, you know, at this point that I have to make a decision, and my decision today is that Kamisha will have to go home, you know. I want to thank you very much for the splendid effort, and you know, we look forward to seeing you in the future, but I think on this occasion, you fell short. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. it's difficult when you see bright young people, you know, making the kind of effort that was obviously made in putting that presentation together, and you have to make a decision between choosing between one of them. I'm highly confident that, you know, this is not the last of Kamisha. I think she will go on to do great things within or without Belize, because I think she has a lot of potential, you know. A difficult decision, but I think it's the right decision we made today.
They give us a challenge where we have to depend on somebody to do something, you know. My guy lives far, so I had to wait for him. I mean, we finished 11 o'clock, and I had to wait until like 6, 7 o'clock, close, like 7-ish, to forget the first draft or something, you know. So I initially thought he was prepared to stay up as late as I was, and I would have stayed up as late, but said he not sleep for a while, you know, a couple of days, so, you know, he'll get 2 hours in at the past 48 hours. So, you know, we got the first draft, and I sent back, you know, what we need, and for the most part, it was a clean website that he did, you know, but it never have all the aspects that we wanted in terms of visualization, and we lost because they said we didn't capture them visually. You know, we were good in how the website is functional and stuff like that, but in terms of we never captivate them, and that way we lost. You know, that to me, I feel like that's not our fault. Kamisha was a strong competitor, you know, and she's gone, but that's the way it is, right?
I think we went in too overconfident in the delivery. Adrian didn't give me a chance to give an input or deliver the way that I wanted to, and he overpowered me, and I guess that they saw that aggressiveness in him. That's why they kept him and chose him over me. And also with the other team, I felt that they had a little advantage over us because only one of the teammates did all the work, and the other one, he went outside and got help to Tyreek. He needs to learn how to do stuff on his own and not rely on other people, because on all the challenges he did, he called for help. He never sat down and like did it himself. It was always someone else doing it for him, and he needs to learn that one of these days you won't have anyone to call on, you'll have to do it yourself. I'm not sad. Well, in a way, yeah. It's tired, I would say. I just felt that, you know, I put in all this work, and for like people that I see that don't even want it and don't really deserve it is staying, and I just think it's unfair, but it's not on me, it's what they want. So really, I wanted this really bad. I stopped a lot of what I was doing, you know, just for this. I put my mind into it, and I was fighting for it. That's why they saw me as one of the aggressive ones that really wanted it. So I learned that like, people don't play fair when it comes to something that's life-changing. Like, they would do whatever they want just to get it, even if it's cheating. And to me, it should be fair. And I guess that's where I slacked off. But next time, in the future somewhere, I guess, you know, I know now that when I go for something, I will continue to be aggressive no matter what someone says.